Replay of the Southeast football final. Kinsale and Courcey Rovers. Courcey's back here where they have already won the Southeast Junior Hurling Championship earlier on this year. And Courcey's team is in goal, John O'Mahony. Their corner back is Niall O'Donoghue, full back is Gary Maloney, and in the other corner is Sean Hayes. Wing back is Liam Toomey, centre back Brian Downing, and transferred out from corner back is number 4 Michael Roach. Centre field is Seamus Toomey and John Murphy. The half forward line is Charlie White, centre forward is Brian Hayes, and on the other wing is Declan Murray. The full forward line is Seamus Hurley wearing number 20, full forward is Michael Cahalan, and the other corner is Connie O'Regan. The Kinsale team also showing a number of changes from the first game. In goal, Kieran Allen, corner back Lyndon Kiley, full back Niall Buckley, and in the corner Brian Murphy. The half back line is Brian Murphy, Kenny O'Regan, and in the other wing is Gerard Condon. Centre field is Liam O'Riordan, came on as a sub in the first match, and partnering there Padraig Buckley. Wing forward Noel O'Sullivan, centre forward Jeremy O'Donovan, and on the other side is Cormac Fitzgerald. The corner forward is Humphrey Moynihan, full forward is Pat Murphy, and in the corner is Kevin Cahill. Both teams here lining up behind Carrigaline Pipe Band. Match transferred from Inishannon due to ground conditions here in Ballinhassig, who staged the Southeast final on a very wet day at the end of August, and we're back here again in October, and the pitch is looking resplendent, and I suppose the Ballinhassig club should be congratulated for taking this game at very, very short notice today. Teams lining up behind Carrigaline Pipe Band. This is the replay. The first game, Kinsale started off very well. Courcey Rovers came back into the game, and in the second half, Courcey's took over for a while, but in the end, back came Kinsale looking like winners. But into injury time, Courcey Rovers, from the boot of Declan Murray, got that point that secured them another day out. Courcey's out in force last Thursday night when Seamus Hurley was chosen as the Acton Sports Star of the Month for September. Seamus, who has played in goal for the minors, under 21s and juniors this year, it's a fantastic achievement, and Seamus is lining out at corner forward for Courcey's here today, having a splendid game in the in his first appearance in the Southeast final in Inishannon. Kinsale was showing a number of changes. Gerard Condon in there for Matthew Murphy. Matthew injured earlier on in that drawn game. Liam O'Riordan now in midfield there, partnering Padraig Buckley. Padraig Buckley, of course, who's played for the Cork Miners. A tremendous fielder of the ball, Padraig. They also, of course, have Lyndon Kiley, who is the current Cork Miner this year. And, of course, they're looking as well to Humphrey Moynihan. Humphrey, who donned the Kerry jersey with distinction over the years at different levels. So a very interesting game in the drawn game, and we're eagerly looking forward to this replay. Courcey's there with their captain and saviour, I suppose you could say, in the drawn game, Declan Murray, and Johnny Manning with that long kick out, Johnny, who played in goal. His tremendous kick outs with the wind and against the wind. What a joy to behold in Inishannon, and Courcey's getting into their pre-match huddle there now. Kinsale have already done this, and they're lining out there and eagerly looking forward to the game. Pat O'Neill is in charge once again. Pat had a good game in Inishannon, and Kinsale now players are running out, and they want a last little bit of advice as well from their captain, Padraig Buckley. Padraig, whose brother plays at full back, that's Niall. Kinsale going for their first title since '78. Courcey's going for their very first title in football in the Southeast. Carrigaline Pipe Band just drumming along there, getting ready to play Aura Navian. Courcey players going back into position there. Kinsale forwards moving up to take their places. Pat O'Neill waiting there in the middle of the field. Players exchanging shake hands there and things, and very shortly we'll have Aura Navian and the start of the replay. Kinsale there showing a number of late changes. It's Jeremy O'Donovan at midfield there with Paul Ford. As Pat O'Neill throws in the ball in the Southeast final, the replays, and Jeremy O'Donovan forced into it. Lets the ball straight through, but out comes Gary Maloney. Gary doesn't hold it. In comes Kevin Cahill. Kevin Cahill is pushed, and it's a free in, an early free to Kinsale, dead straight in front of the goal. Jeremy O'Donovan coming up to take this one. 21, just outside the 21. In the first minute of the game, can Jeremy shoot Kinsale into an early lead? Yes, the cheers from the Kinsale followers tell the story. It's Jeremy O'Donovan with 1 point on the scoreboard. Kinsale with an early score. Johnny Manny getting ready for the kick out. Johnny, as I said, kick some balls. With the wind and against the wind, and Johnny does the same again. A great high kick out, landing out there in the middle of the field. Up they go for it, ball breaks. Down goes number 10 there for Kinsale. That's Noel O'Sullivan. Noel gets possession, sends the ball forward straight away into the middle. Gary Maloney comes out, ball passes Gary. Johnny Manny comes out into the safe arms of Johnny. He prods it out the wing. Out there where waiting for it is a Courceys player. He finds a good ball and sends it right up the middle there. Kenny O'Regan goes down this one. Kenny slips. Under full conditions will be quite slippery, and Pat O'Neill calls a halt there, blows his whistle. And it will be a hot ball. Jeremy Donovan going in. Jeremy says he'll stay out of this one. It's Paul Ford. Paul Ford goes in, but it's a free there. Out on the far side. 2 Courceys Rovers. And a good ball sent straight through, but coming out is Niall Buckley. Fouled. Leaves it down. And this is a free out to Kinsale. Noel O'Sullivan goes up. Noel is fouled there by Michael Roach, who's been brought out. And it will be another free for Jeremy O'Donovan. Just outside the 45. Dead straight in the middle of the field. Jeremy has a look at the post and sent this one high. Going to the left. Kept in play there by Gary Maloney. Ball there bobbing around. Kinsale pick it up. Noel O'Sullivan kick block down. Kevin Cahill though gets this one. Sends it across. Out to the right and wide. So after 3 minutes of play, Kinsale playing with the wind, and this is the first half. A point in the lead. Courceys very anxious to do the double, having earlier today won the county on the 16 hurling title. They're on a high, and they would dearly like to have this football title. Johnny leaving this one again, good and high. Wind catching it, holding it up there, dropping down there. Well taken by Brian Downing out to Michael Roach. He leaves it low up the wing there to Declan Murray. Declan leaves it on up, going towards the line. It's gone over the line there from Declan. And Lyndon Kiley will take this one for Kinsale. Lyndon sends a good ball in there, beats Humphrey by Gary Maloney coming out there. Faced by Pat Murphy, the ball goes over the line. And Humphrey Mining gets this one between the 14 and the 21. Humphrey of the left foot sends this one right across the goal looking for the full forward. But referee Pat O'Neill points out the field. It's a free out. A free out to Courceys Rovers. And to their corner back there, Niall O'Donoghue. Niall leaves it down and Johnny Manny will come out and take this one. Johnny can take it out of his hands, but elects to take it off the ground. Johnny meets it out the far wing. Good ball from Johnny once again up there for Kinsale. Does Paul Ford. Paul trying to make ground forward is held up. Humphrey comes out for this one, collects, evades his man, puts it on his left foot and sends it high and straight over the bar. Good early score there for Humphrey. 2 points for Kinsale. Courceys have yet to score. With 5 minutes of play gone, this is the first half. Sending it out this side. But coming up there is Declan Murray. Ball goes over the line. And it's a sideline. And Jeremy O'Donovan, after getting that first score for Kinsale, moves it on up the centre. But Kinsale coming away with it. Up to Declan Murray. Declan soloing, sending it back into the corner. Seamus Hurley coming out from it. Seamus has it. Hopping it once, going outside, putting it on his favourite left and sending it low right up the centre towards the full forward. Full forward coming out there for it. Ball cleared out there. But Courceys going into the attack. Out on the far side of the field, seeing it high right in there in front of the goal, fisted forward. Michael Cahalan going in there, Michael gets it. Fisted outside. Dead straight in front of the goal. And it's a good score for Courcey Rovers. Back there in the middle of the field. A good score for the marker there of Paul Ford. It is Seamus Toomey there with an early score for Courcey Rovers after 7 minutes of play. Courcey's 1 point, Kinsale 2. Kieran Allen kicks out, right out the middle. But it's only there as far as number 14 for Kinsale, Brian Hayes. Brian fisted forward. Courcey's going back and taken down there to the left of the goal. And then free there. Left of the goal, and Declan Murray, their saviour, as I said, Nina Shannon, going over to take this one. Will he take it out of his hands, or will he place it on the ground? Declan placing it carefully on the 21-metre line, a little to the right of the goal as he looks at it. Stands back. And right-footed, he sends it in. But this one goes to the right and has gone wide. So the score remains 2 points for Kinsale, 1 point for Courcey Rovers. 8 minutes of play gone. Kieran Allen, great servant to Kinsale over the years as a club officer and as a player in hurling and football. Kinsale into the attack, but Michael Roach is out there. Michael's jersey is pulled, but Michael moves that on. Towards the men there wearing number 14, that's Brian Hayes playing at centre forward. Brian gets a good ball inside, but cleaned up there by Kinsale and moved out this side. Brian Hayes is there again. Brian leaves it down. Brian making tracks up and sends a good ball in towards Michael Cahalan. Michael slips to the ground there and the ball goes back to Kieran Allen, who moves it out there to the corner to Lyndon Kiley. Lyndon puts it on his right boot and gets a relieving clearance. Wind assisted down, beats Humphrey Minor. Gary Maloney coming out there with Pat Murphy. Gary collects this ball, hops it once, tries to make further progress, gets it back there to Sean Hayes. Sean kicks it straight out the middle towards John Murphy. Michael Roach, Jeremy O'Donovan in there for Kinsale. Noel O'Sullivan has it. Noel kicks it out looking for Kevin Kyle out the far side. Kevin collects. Humphrey Minor outside him if he wants it to let go. Kevin holds on to it. Ball goes to the ground and it's Sean Hayes coming away with it. Jeremy O'Donovan gets this one into Humphrey's corner, but Noel Sullivan is there. Pat Murphy going towards the line, but the ball has gone wide. Strong wind now blowing down the field in the favour of Kinsale in the first half, and the ball goes out there to the right and wide. Kinsale making the early running, but Courcey's coming back into it, and 1 point between the teams. We have 9 minutes to play gone. High kick out, Jeremy Donovan under it, fisted down there by Paul Ford. Liam Reardon. Liam fouled. Gives the ball back there to Jeremy. Is Jeremy going to take this one out of his hand? Just on the 45. John Murphy in close attention. Jeremy has it high. It's very straight, it's straight over the bar. It's Jeremy Donovan's second point, it's Kinsale's third. 3 points for Kinsale, 1 point for Courcey Rovers. Just 10 minutes gone in this replay here in Ballinhassig. Rain has held off and now the sun is shining. Oh, will the sun shine in at the end of this game? Johnny leaves, pats it up in the air again. Up they go for it, fisted down by Paul Ford. Back goes Brian Downey. Brian leaves it out the far side. Cormac Fitzgerald for Kinsale. Falls to the ground, gets up. Referee Pat O'Neill sees an infringement there, and it's a free out there on the far side to Kinsale. Shows him the exact spot. And Jeremy O'Donovan, scorer of 2. Just outside the 45. Kevin Cahill looking for a quick one, but Jeremy's going to shoot for goal. His confidence is up here. Jeremy will get this one plenty air. Plenty air. The cheer for the far side again tells the tale. The ball lands on top of the net from Jeremy O'Donovan, his 3rd point, and Kinsale's 4th. Kinsale 4 points to 1 in the lead. Large attendance here at Ballinhassig, a record attendance, the best in 5 years, Treasurer Jim Forbes says. And a very vocal crowd here in Ballinhassig for this replay. John O'Mahony looking out the field. Can he find one of his own? Up they go for it. Paul Ford punches it down. Liam Reardon in there. Liam gets down over the ball breaks away from him. Cleared by Courceys though, right up the middle. Brian Hayes moves it on there. Michael Harrington raises his flag over there, and it's a sideline kick to Courcey Rovers. They've pinched a few yards, and he asked John Murphy to bring it back again. Many of this Courcey Rovers team already holders of South East Junior Hurling medals this year. Here on this very same pitch. Paul McCarthy now with the ball. Paul gives it back there. John Murphy is. Michael Harrington shows at the spot, and John Murphy leaves it on. Ball breaking in there. Niall Buckley with this one. Placed it on there. Kenny O'Regan straight down the middle. Michael Roach there going for it. Nola Sullivan in close attention. Michael gets it down. Moved out there to Seamus Toomey. Lyndon Kiley though comes out. Solos once. And moves it on up the far side. Kevin Cahill in there. Will Kevin keep it from going over the line? Kevin can keep it from going over the line. Right there on the 21, it's going to go out the field to Niall O'Donoghue. A sideline kick out there. Outside the 21, Niall takes this one. Pats it up in the air, up they go for it. Paul Ford. Paul gets a little nudge there, but the ball goes over the line. And it's going to Courceys. Fisted away there by Niall Buckley. Over the line to the far side though. And this will be another fast kick taken by Courceys. Referee calls him back. And John Murphy will have a go at this one. John Murphy out in the middle of the field today. Played well there in the second half of the first game. John kicks this one good and high. Fisted in there in front of the goal. But Kinsale there again to move it out. Liam O'Riordan. Liam is dispossessed. And Brian Downing moves it on. But referee saw an infringement there, calls back the play, and it will be a free right in the middle of the field to Courcey Rovers. Giving it plenty air, up they go for it. Noel O'Sullivan here. Ball breaks down. Seamus Toomey up the far side. John Murphy. John leaves this one high against the wind. Ball held up there. And there's Brian Murphy over on the far side, leaves it out. Jeremy O'Donovan playing midfielder, roving back. A good Jeremy looking up there for Humphrey. Kevin Cahill, anyone at all. Pat Murphy moves it out, going towards the side, will hold up there, and Kevin Cahill is out here for it. Kevin gets it up. Puts it on his right. Leaves it in there in front of the goal. Humphrey looking for this one. Humphrey, will he get it? No. Nola Sullivan get it, leaves it out to Kevin Cahill. Kevin there gets a little nudge as he kicks it and Michael Roach collects. Michael's kick is blocked down dead straight in front of the goal. Blocked down there by Humphrey Minor. Humphrey gets his second point. Kinsale's 5th point of the game. Kinsale 5, Courcey Rovers 1. We have 16 minutes of play gone in the first half. Michael Roach covering back there. Unfortunately, his kick was blocked down and Humphrey was in hand to send it straight over the bar. His second point of the game. Up it comes again. Paul Ford going down for this one. Paul gets it, slides along the ground. Paul sends it on there to Liam Reardon. Liam there could look back. Liam moves it on. Sends a good ball right up the middle. Gary Maloney is out for it though. Back out there, surely a little push to the ground. Referee says play on. Gary Maloney goes down. Gary picks up this one, hops it once. And referee blows for a free out as Gary Maloney holds the ball there. Security leaves it down. And calls over there Sean Hayes to take this one. Sean Hayes back there between his own 14 and 21. Will kick this one out. Waiting out there for it is Seamus Toomey, number 8, and Paul Ford alongside him. Up it goes, going towards the line. Kept in play there. Umpire here in front of us, Pat Desmond, has his flag up. The ball is gone, and Jeremy O'Donovan goes back there on the 65 to take one. Padraig Buckley looking for it, but Jeremy kicks it up there looking for Humphrey. Humphrey not out first, Sean Hayes is there. Pat Murphy in there, collects it. Has a look, leaves it back to Humphrey. Humphrey leaves it to the ground, gets it up again. The referee says you handle that one on the ground, Humphrey, and Humphrey doesn't say anything. Seamus Toomey collects the ball though. Seamus up the middle. Brian Downing in there on Liam Reardon. But there on the far side is Declan Murray. So gives it out here to Jeremy O'Donovan. Jeremy gets a good ball. Beats Humphrey up, but Gary Maloney is out first. Gary holding us down and lets it up there to Brian. Brian Downing, Michael Roach going on for this one. Michael Roach gets the ball and Jeremy O'Donovan. Jeremy hand passes it inside. Liam Reardon there, dead straight in front of the goal. Liam solos once, makes his way in and kicks it high and is straight over the bar. It's Liam Reardon's first point. It's Kinsale 6th. With 18 minutes of play gone, Kinsale 6 points. Courcey Rovers 1 point. 1 point there from the boot of Declan Murray. Kinsale playing with the aid of this strong breeze in this first half. John O'Mahony leaves it out the middle. Jeremy Donovan up. Padraig Buckley goes up. But Courcey's move it on. Number 9, Charlie White. Charlie White going straight up the middle. Paul Ford there, and it's a free in. It's a free in to Courcey Rovers. Charlie White drops it down, and Declan Murray will take this one. Declan Murray looking to get Courcey's back in the frame once again. They have 1 point, he'd like to make it 2. Declan sends this one high, it's going to the left, held in play though. Michael Cahalan in there. Kinsale coming away with though, Lyndon Kiley in there. Lyndon kicks it for safety. Finds touch, as they say here on the near side of the field. But before it was out over the line, and it's a 65 to Courcey Rovers and John Murphy. John Murphy into the breeze. John gets a good high ball, dropping in there in the square. Michael Cahalan goes up, fists it down. Cleared out by Paul Ford. Jeremy O'Donovan there collects for Kinsale. Jeremy tore a hand over the 45. Jeremy is off. Ball goes in front of him, chased out there by number 12. That's Declan Murray. Declan Murray gets it and Courcey's off into the attack. John Murphy, low ball in there. Connie O'Regan in there. But ball is this time, umpires, waves wide. Courcey Rovers appealing for a 45, but the umpire waves his hands and it's gone wide. 21 minutes of play gone, 6 points on the scoreboard for Kinsale, 1 point for Courcey Rovers as Kieran Allen kicks this one out for Kinsale. Out to centre. Brian Hayes in there. But Kinsale clear over the line. Pat Desmond runs up there and waves his flag. It's a sideline to Courcey Rovers. And it's their number 9, Charlie White, who's moved into wing forward to take this one. Courcey's in the attack, holding it up, looking for a loose player. Connie Regan gets it in. Ball in there in front of the goal. Michael Callahan trusty with Kieran Allen, but Kieran gets it away. Kinsale coming away with this one. Padraig Buckley. Padraig coming away out of the 45. A challenge on Padraig there as he gets rid of the ball, and referee the ball, and it will be a free to Kinsale. As Liam Reardon collects there in front of Brian Downing. Little word there by referee. But Padraig Buckley takes this one. Padraig kicks it fast in there. Out comes Humphrey. Or Pat Murphy this time. Leaves it low in. Cormac Fitzgerald has it. Cormac's going to his left, intent on getting a score. But Cormac overhauls this ball. Maybe he could have left it go. And Brian Downing takes it away from him and takes it out the far side there, where number 12, Declan Murray, the captain of Courcey Rovers, has this one. Declan Murray trying to make tracks. Coming across the field. Declan leaves it low. Looking for Charlie White. And Padraig Buckley, but Noel Sullivan is out, and Noel gets this one high. Plenty air, up they go for it. Michael Roach fists it down. Liam Reardon beats him out. And kicked out this side of the field. Padraig Buckley there. Padraig will go down this one. Padraig goes down it. Padraig looks up. Hand, toe to hand. Paddy leaves it up the middle, but his kick is well back down. Michael Roach and Charlie White. And Noel Sullivan in there. But Charlie White, Charlie told to leave it down, but Charlie leaves it off. Up to Seamus. Seamus Tommy pretends to go right and goes left. Seamus heading off him. Heading out there towards the 21. Leaves it high. Dropping in there towards the goal. Cleared out for Kinsale. Back comes Seamus Tommy, leaves it out here again. John Murphy looks up, leaves it across field. Great ball across field, but it's a little bit too long. Declan Murray goes for this one. Declan is going to go down it. Declan a little push in the back, and it's a free in, and Declan will take it himself. 24 minutes of play gone. Still Kinsale 5 points in the lead. Seamus McCarthy over there on the far side. Seamus the big acquisition. Manager down the Bank of Ireland. Now training Kinsale. As Declan Murray. Or it's Seamus Hurley in towards the goal. Well held in there. Referee says it's a free out. Well taken there in front of the goal. By Niall Buckley. Out the far side of the field, Liam Reardon there. Liam collects the ball. Or Padraig Buckley collects it. Humphrey gets it. Goes to his right. Gill will get back on his left foot and sends it high. But this time it goes to the right and goes wide. Five minutes left in the first half. Courceys will be anxious again to the dressing room. 5 points down and playing into the strong wind. Maybe not a difficulty to pull down. Nearly Collins there telling Charlie move up the field. As Johnny gets it up. Plenty air on this one, up they go for it. Paul Ford is up there, Jeremy Donovan. Noel Sullivan has it. Noel's kick is blocked down. Cormac is fouled there. Cormac Fitzgerald is fouled, and Jeremy Donovan will go and take this one. Outside the 45, dead straight in front of the goal. Jeremy already scored, and with the aid of this win, he would like to get another one. 3 points on the scoreboard for Jeremy. Can he make it number 4 and number 7 for Kinsale? It's going to the left. Courceys collected in there and collect a free. Johnny Manny will take this one. 4 minutes left to half time as Johnny places this one carefully and moves back. Out the far side, Jeremy Dunn is up under this one. Courceys going up there with him. And Seamus Toomey. Foul there and a free just outside the 45. A free to Rovers. And their centre back, Brian Downing. Off it goes. Declan Murray leaving it off. Charlie putting it high. This one will stand up surely. Michael Cahalan in there, ball fisted across the goal. Kinsale coming out with it. Out further there. Liam Reardon leaves it off. Lyndon Kiley coming up into the attack. Up around halfway, Lyndon keeps coming and sends it low. Looking for Kevin Cahill. Kevin leaves it go. Over the line and wide. Great ball by Lyndon Kiley. Good low ball up there. Lyndon there marked by Connie Regan. Two young men and two young footballers. One for Courcey Rovers, one for Kinsale. Lyndon who donned the red of Cork, as I said, this year already. Humphrey Minor now having moved in full forward, and their full forward Pat Murphy getting to the corner. Will Johnny kick it out this side of the field? Yes, he does. Up goes Jeremy and Noel Sullivan. John Murphy's there. A little push in the back there by Jeremy, and Noel leaves it down. Or John Murphy leaves it down. Just inside the 45 there. It's a free out. The Courcey Rovers and Brian Downing. 2 minutes to half time. Up they go for it. Referee saw a little push there. And Seamus Toomey. And John Murphy gets it on. Charlie White has it. Charlie puts in his boot and making tracks there in front of the goal. Coming in front to leave it out. Charlie is surely fouled. Yes, referee says it's a free in. Dead straight in front of the goal. Charlie White carrying on the ball there. Charlie is fouled. Declan Murray. Declan will take this one. Dead straight in front of the goal. Just a minute left to half time. This one goes to the left, much to the dismay of Courcey Rovers, goes to the left and goes wide. And Kinsale keep their 5 points lead approaching half time. Kieran Allen. Out this side. Patrick Buckley. Ball got across. Declan Murray. But the ball is taken there by number 4, Brian Murphy. Michael Roach out to intercept this one. Michael out the far side of the field, going towards the line on the far side. Declan Murray running out there. Ball still in play. Kinsale having it. Humphrey coming out for it. Of course he's getting it though. Gary Maloney out here. A foul there on Gary Maloney. The referee goes in. A very sporting game, sporting first game, and indeed a great sporting game here today. As Courcey Rovers get a free there almost in the middle of the field, just outside their own 65. Seamus Toomey out there, Paul Ford out there. Referee sees a free in to Courcey Rovers. For a little tongue there, I suppose you could say. Ball has moved up. Seamus Hull. Sports star for September on his left foot. High. Going out to the left, will it be kept in play? Yes. Out here in the corner. Quick one. Still in the attack. Broken up by Jeremy O'Donovan though. Jeremy seems to get a nudge after the ball. Liam Riordan and Brian Downing. Ball beats the two of them. Out comes Pat Murphy. Noel O'Sullivan goes on to this one. Noel will go down. Noel collects to Pat Murphy. Pat coming for this one. Kevin, there need to be a helicopter maybe, Kevin, to get this one. Kevin can keep it in play. And as we go to injury time in the first half, it's 6 points to Kinsale, 1 point to Courcey Rovers, and this will probably be John O'Mahony's last kick out in the first half. John is looking for support for this one. Referee out there awaiting the kick out, looking at his watch. Ball comes out, it's not half time yet. Yes, it is. It's half time, and at half time, in a very interesting first half, it's Kinsale 6 points, Courcey Rovers 1 point. Second half resuming. Courcey's in the dressing room long. Nearly Collins there, giving out to them for their first half performance. He said they can up it in the second half. They have the aid of this very strong wind in the second half. They're 5 points down, but last week they came back to take the game by the stuff of the neck and go 4 points in the lead. Up they go for it, and Courcey's have this one. John Murphy moves it on in. Michael Callahan coming out there with Niall Buckley, but Niall is fouled and it's a free out. Free out to Kinsale, just outside their own 21. Niall Buckley moves it out there in the middle of the field. Paul Ford goes for it, but Courcey's again going on the attack. Kenny O'Regan gets this one. Moves it up there. Liam Reardon just wrong-footed as Brian Downing collects this one. Brian gives it a little bit of air out the fast side. Up they go for it. And it's a free there on the 45 to Courcey Rovers. Declan Murray looking for this ball. John Murphy also looking for it, and on the 45 to Courcey Rovers. John Murphy unerringly straight over the bar. It's a great start to the second half. A great start to the second half by Courcey Rovers. They reduced the gap to 4 points. 2 points for Courcey Rovers, 6 points for Kinsale. Kinsale 4 points in the lead. Kieran Allen now taking his time with this kick out. Great start to the second half. Within the first minute, it's a great score from John Murphy. Kieran Allen on the 21. Against the wind, up they go for it. Courcey's are again in the attack. Declan Murray has it. Declan sends it high. It's going a little to the right. It's just gone wide on the right. 2 early attacks there to Courcey Rovers though. Conditions getting gloomy here. Kieran Allen lobs this one up again. Up they go for it, punched down by Brian Downing. Seamus Holly gets it. Declan Murray sends it across the field. Kinsale collect though. And well fisted out there to the corner. Kick blocked down. Going towards the line. Courcey's get this one. Coming out the field. Play this one right into the middle of the square. Up goes the full-back and Michael Cahalan. And a foul there, dead straight in front of the goal. And much to the relief for the Kinsale firing, it's a free out. Ball handed there to Kieran Allen. From the kick out, it's another free down the field. Fisted down by Michael Roach. Courceys into the attack. But Liam Reardon collects this one. Tore hand over the 45. Liam goes on. Looks up. Leaves it to Humphrey. Humphrey off his left. This one didn't come across. And ball goes to the left and wide. Courceys warming up a sub here. We'll follow the play. Jamie Hayes there, ready to go into the fray as the ball comes out the far side of the field. Courceys collect this one. Plenty wind, knocked down by Lyndon Kiley. Connie Regan in there. Connie collects. Fisted out there to Seamus Hurley. On his favourite left. In towards the goal, but hops harmlessly right and wide. Jamie Hayes there wearing number 15 will shortly come into the game. Jamie is going in. Referee is alerted. And Jamie Hayes into the game for Kinsale. Michael Cahalan coming off, making way for Jamie. Kick out it comes. Up they go for Paul Ford, fisted down. Collected the other way, the full forward, Brian Hayes. And a good ball coming in from the boot of Declan Murray off his left foot and straight over the bar. 5 minutes gone. Just a goal between the teams. 6 points to 3. 6 points for Kinsale, 3 points for Courcey Rovers. Couple of early scores there, settling down Courcey Rovers. I'm sure Kinsale would like to go upfield and get a score, but Kieran Allen gets this one. Up it comes. Niall Murray, Paul Ford. Liam Toomey. Throw the hand. Courcey's moving with purpose. Connie Regan. Has a look. Throw the hand again. Throw the hand again. Kick half block down. Out there in front of the goal. Kinsale though coming away with it. Brian Murphy has it. Brian is fouled.
Pick him up, lads, pick him up.
And it's a free out. John Murphy. John rather quickly there kicked that one. Maybe he should steady himself up. Gone to the right and gone wide. Kieran Allen kept busy. Out it comes. Courcey still in there. Jamie Hayes into the game. Seamus Toomey. Seamus gets a good shoulder as he gets that kick in, but the ball goes to the right and goes wide. All Courceys. 6 minutes of play gone. Courceys 2 points on the scoreboard. And it's the second half, and Kinsale had to score. Paul McCarthy coming in there to the referee, and is there a sub coming in for Kinsale? Yes. There is a sub coming in for Kinsale. Paul Ford is being called ashore. Jeremy Donovan, Declan Murray. Jeremy's there again. He collects. Drops it to the ground, moves it on. Brian Murphy up the wing. Liam Reardon collected a heavy tackle there, but Liam bounces up. Jeremy Dunn will take this one. Liam feeling the worse for wear there. Gerald Condon there, number 7. Ball is taken away into the corner. They go for John Murphy, has it. John coming on, chased by Humphrey. John still going on. John lets a good high ball in, going to the right. Can it be kept in play? Yes, it does. Hops it once, kicks it low. It's low and it's into the back of the net. What a goal for Courcey Rovers. Connie Regan, what a score for Courcey Rovers. And now we have a real game here, 1-3 for Courcey Rovers, 6 points for Kinsale. Courcey's making all the running. Gerald Condon is fouled there for Kinsale. Jeremy Donovan has it, anxious to get it upfield, kicks it upfield. Humphrey comes out looking for this one. Humphrey has it. Throw the hand, lets it inside. But Sean Hayes comes away with it. Jeremy O'Donovan gets it for Kinsale though. This game is really opening up. Cormac leaves it inside. But Charlie White gets this one. Gerald Condon just in the game, drops this one. But goes back and tries to collect it again. Michael Roach is out. This game is really hurry up, and what a game we've had here as Liam Reardon collects this one. Tries to make his way over the 45, leaves it inside low on the ground. Boom goes John. What a game he's having for Courcey Rovers. As he sends a high relieving clearance straight up the middle. Scott's going to hop. Beat Seamus Hurley. Connie Regan in there again. Connie gets it. Right to the goal. Connie leaves it back out. Jamie Hayes leaves it over the bar. What a score for Courcey Rovers. He's into the lead. 10 minutes gone. What a point. Connie Regan gets the last goal, makes this point for Courcey Rovers. Kieran Allen. Kinsale yet to score in this half as the ball comes out, drops shot. Connie Regan goes up and collects the ball. Jeremy Donovan looking for it. Jeremy gets it. Jeremy high out the far side. Cormac going for this one with Liam Toomey. Cormac gets there first. And is fouled over there on the far side of the field. Cormac's okay, drops this ball. And Jeremy goes over to take it. Crowd warming to this one as the ball comes up the middle. Noel Sullivan is out. Noel has it. Leaves it in. Back it comes, but well intercepted. For Courcey Rovers and moves swiftly up the centre. Seamus Hurley and Brian Buckley come out for it. But referee says you pick that one off the ground and it's a free outside the 45 to Kinsale, and Jeremy O'Donovan leaves it away quickly. A slip there and Charlie White has it. Charlie tossed the hand once, lets it across this side of the field. Declan Murray has it. Declan collects. Holds it up outside waiting for someone to come on to. On comes Seamus. Seamus Toomey. Seamus lets it up. Up it goes. Connie Regan is there. John Murphy. High and over the bar. What a score for Courcey Rovers on the boot of John Murphy. And what a game John Murphy is having in the second half. One 5 for Courcey Rovers, 6 points for Kinsale, 2 points in the lead, Courcey Rovers. We have 12 minutes gone in the second half. It's darkening here, we're in for a shower, but it's bright for Courcey Rovers. Up they go, batted down. Kinsale, middle of the field, ball is over the line though. Pat Desmond has a flag up on the far side of the field. A little argy-bargy, Pat O'Neill goes over there to start that one out. The Rovers looking for their first football title in the southeast. With the aid of a strong breeze in the second half, they've gone 2 points up, but last week they went 4 points up. And Kinsale came back. This one hops again. Going over the line and wide. Surely would be a unique double if Courcey Rovers could pull this one off. As the kick goes out the far side of the field, up there breaks again. Seamus Toomey, I think, over there. Fouled. On the far side, just inside the 45. And John Beaving scored an early point for Courcey to set them on their way. John will try to get over another one. John, who's played for UCC in hurling, gets this one high. Going in towards the goal. Kinsale come away with this one though. Kick half blocked down. Throw the hand, but intercepted by number 14 for Courceys. That's Brian Hayes, but Brian's kick goes to the right and goes wide. Kinsale finding it very hard to get up into the Courceys forward line. Kieran Allen. Up it goes. Jeremy Donovan up there, but batted down there. Jamie Hayes in front of the goal, going to the left, on his left. The ball goes into Kieran Allen though. Kieran comes away and out the far side of the field it goes. Surely a foul in, yes, it's a free to Courceys. Just there on the 45, and John Murphy will have another go at it. Dropping in there in front of the goal. And high and over the bar, it's another point. John Murphy didn't take that one. Charlie White took it. John Murphy picked it up, picked up the breaking ball and sent it straight over the bar. 1-6 to Courcey Rovers, 6 points for Kinsale. All Courceys in this the second half. Jeremy Donovan connects this one. Goes over the halfway line. Jeremy strong play from him, moving it on. Little high out the far side of the field. Great support here for both teams, especially now Courcey Rovers there on song. A free there on 45. Brian Downey will go to take this one. Condon is there, but so also is Jeremy O'Donovan playing out of the ball for Kinsale. Jeremy gets it up there again, but only as far as Courcey Rovers. And a good ball sent in there. Seamus Hurley is out. Seamus fists it fast. And the referee blows up there for the challenge on Declan Murray. Dead straight in front of the goal, just outside the 21. And another chance for Courcey Rovers and Declan Murray. Captain of the team, Declan. The man who took them out of hell the last. No mistake, straight over the bar. 1-7 for Courcey, 6 points for Kinsale, 4 points in the lead. Neely Collins out there urging his forces on. Whatever he said at half time really worked. Up they go for it. Referee sees a free out there for Kinsale. Just outside the line, 45. Seen up there low. Yes, it's off the ground, much to the delight of course he supports on the far side. Picked up there by Gerard Condon. Gerard leaves it off there. Off out there to Brian Murphy. But there's a little argy-bargy over on the far side. And referee Pat O'Neill holds up the play as the Courcey Rover player needs attention there on the far side of the field. And also one in the middle of the field. 3 Courcey Rover players actually needing attention. This has been a great sporting game, and really in the first game it was football all the way, this game it was football all the way. But now Pat O'Neill let us sort this one out. Ball up on the other side of the field, and we see 2 Courcey Rovers players needing attention, and referee Pat O'Neill will consult his linesman to see did they see anything, as he was following the ball up on the other side of the field, and Kinsale are up here getting a free out on their 45. Yes, the player from Kinsale there is going towards the line. It's Liam O'Riordan, their number 8, their midfield man. Something that was seen there by linesman or whatever. And it's a free out here to Kinsale, who find themselves 4 points now in arrears. And Brian Murphy gets this one up to Noel O'Sullivan. Brian looking for the return. Noel lets it right up the middle. Kevin Cahill comes out for this one. Kevin gets it. Moves across to his right. Tries to cut inside, cuts inside, leaves a good ball inside. But the ball is breaking the way out to John Murphy. Referee sees an infringement, and it's a free out to Brian Downey and Courcey Rovers. Kinsale down to 14 men. Courceys with the bit between their teeth, looking for the double. Up they go. Swarming all over the place now. Charlie White. Charlie holds on to this one. Charlie gets it again. Patrick Buckley holding on to Charlie, and it's a free to Courcey Rovers, dead straight in the middle of the field. Seamus Toomey leaves it down. Brian Downing will take this one. 20 minutes gone, 10 minutes to go. Good high ball, landing in there on the edge of the square. Up goes Seamus Hurley. Seamus Hurley has this one, hand passes it outside. Kick block down. Declan Murray dead straight in front of the goal. Left his right foot hits the post. Kieran Allen comes out. Kieran gets it, and a good save for Kinsale by Kieran Allen. Kieran out there, and Jeremy Donovan up, but Michael Roach is up for it. They're all there in the middle of the field. Ball bobbles around there, but John Murphy comes away with it. Leaves it up the far side there to Charlie. Charlie puts it on his right and kicks it in right in towards the goal. Up they go for it, ball fisted across the goal. And out for a 45. 45 here to the right of the goal. Brian Downing out here on the wing, marking Noel O'Sullivan. There's a 45 to Courcey Rovers and Declan Murray. Brian Downing, captain of the hurling team, exerting his forces here, wishing that Brian Downing would send this one over the bar and give them a cushion of 4 points, 5 points. Wind assisted, it drops to the left, still there in front of the goal. Jeremy O'Donovan comes away with it, fists it out. Kinsale trying to come away with it, though they're held up. John Murphy gets it right footed across the goal. Right in front of the goal there, ball goes to the ground. Kinsale try to come away with this one. Out to Jeremy. Jeremy's toward at hand, once. Free there, where the ball lands, Pat O'Neill says.
Come on, lads, pick them up, come back!
Courcey's mindful of the way Kinsale came back, don't want to let this one slip. They came back in the drawn game, but Courcey say they're not going to come back today. Charlie will put this one down, and John Murphy will come out. Declan Murray making tracks there, looking up and sending it high, straight and through and over the bar. What a point for Courcey Rovers by their captain Declan Murray, giving them a 5 points lead. 7 minutes left in the game. 7 minutes, 5 points. 1-8 for Courcey Rovers, 6 points for Kinsale. Yet to score in the second half. Jeremy fists it down. Sean Hayes gets it up. Charlie comes out. Looks up, sends it in high. Up they go for it, straight in front of the goal. Ball held up there, and it's another free just to the left of the goal to Courcey Rovers, and Declan Murray takes his time going over, and Declan says thanks very much. And there's another sub comes in for Kinsale. Left of the goal, right footed, Declan Murray sends it straight and through and over the bar. 2 clear goals in it now. Six minutes left in this game. 2 goals in it. Kieran Allen gets a good high one. Up they go for it. Jeremy Donovan in there, ball bobbles around there. Kinsale coming away with it. Patrick Buckley. But Courceys intercept. Moving up the far side, Carmen Fitzgerald. Referee is blown up there, and it's a free to Kinsale, but there's a little argy-bargy over there on the far side, and Pat O'Neill goes in to try and sort this one out. Pat O'Neill blows. There's whistle. Has a word there with a player from the Courceys. Just the name in the notebook. Also a Kinsale name going into the notebook. Time ticking away here in Ballinhassig. Courcey Rovers looking good for the double. Punched away by Sean Hayes. Cormac, Fitzgerald, Johnny Manny will try and collect this one. Ball breaks away. So Michael Roach, and referee blows up. It's a free out to Courcey Rovers. Much to the delight of their following on the far side. Jeremy Donovan will send it back very quickly because it's a free out to Courcey Rovers. Four minutes left in the game, and another name goes in the notebook. The referee doesn't like something that somebody said, and he puts another name in the notebook. But Kinsale might be better off getting on with this game as time ticks away. They need 2 goals to draw. Out of his hand, Johnny gets a long relieving clearance, stopping out there outside the 45. Kenny O'Regan. Ball intercepted. And moved on by Courceys. Up goes Declan Murray. Lyndon Coyle. Surely Lyndon is fouled over there on the far side. Another name going in the notebook. Kenny O'Regan gets this one, youngest on the field for Kinsale. Kenny makes his way up to the Kenny O'Regan. Still moving on. Leaves it out there to the full forward. Into Johnny. Johnny boots it away. Collected by Gary Maloney. Gary moves it out. The referee sees a free out there in the far corner, and it's a free in to Kinsale. 2 minutes left in this game. 1-9 for Courcey Rovers, 6 points for Kinsale. A 2-goal cushion for Kinsale. Humphrey Moynihan, left foot. Ball blocked down. And goes out for a 45 to Kinsale. Surely the club of the year in the southeast, Courcey Rovers. Minor hurling under 21. Junior and junior football looking good. Patrick Buckley steps back from this one. We'll land this one in around the square, looking for it low. Patrick will got to send it high though. Out to the right. Surely a free to Kinsale. There on the 14-metre line. 14 metres out in the right. 1 minute left. We're into the last minute of whatever time. Pat O'Neill adds on for stoppages. Kinsale in the second half have yet to get a score. Can this be won or will they drop it short? Sent low. Moved up by Kinsale, going over the line, and it will be a sideline cut or a sideline kick to, as we're into the last minute of normal time. The last minute, 20 here by that one. Up goes Connie, punched down by Lyndon Kiley. Padraig Buckley gets this one. Padraig is fouled. Looks up and moves it on. Gary Maloney out in front of Humphrey, and Gary moves it down there into the corner. Connie O'Regan, Connie is tripped. And it's a free to Kinsale, or to Courcey Rovers against Kinsale. Nothing more for Kinsale in this the second half. Another name got in the book. But surely the title is Courcey Rovers now.
Come on, Seamus, on light!
Time is up, we're into stoppage time. As number 9 kicks this one. That was Charlie kicks to the right. Charlie won't mind, 2 goals in the game. Kiernell will take this kick out. Rain's coming down here, but it's all sunshine for Courceys. Brian Murphy has it. Or Pat Murphy. Pat gets it back. But Seamus Toomey is in there for Courcey Rovers. Seamus is told put it down, but Seamus is holding on to it. Holding on to it. Gives it away to Declan Murray. In injury time here in Ballinhassig. Courcey Rovers have already won the junior hurling title in Ballinhassig. Are they going to add the junior football? It looks very like it now. Sent up into the corner. Seamus Toomey sent across the goal, high. Taken there by Kinsale and a free out. A free out to Kinsale on the edge of their square. Out to Cormac Cahill, or Cormac Fitzgerald. But linesman on the far side, Pat Desmond, has a flag up and it's gone over the sideline. Cormac Fitzgerald has stepped over the line and it's a sideline to Courcey Rovers just outside their 45. Game in injury time. Charlie has this one. Tora hand, holds it up, gives it back. Brian looks up, gives it on in. Seamus Hurley is out. Collects the ball, puts it on his left. Seamus blocked down. Back there is Noel O'Sullivan. Jeremy O'Donovan out this side of the field. Brian gives it on. Up over the halfway line come Kinsale. Pat Murphy there full forward. Ball drops to the ground. Pat gets it in the far side. Kinsale collect this one. Gerard Condon. Gerard is fouled out there. Drops the ball to the ground. And Kinsale get a free right there on the far side of the field. But we are in time added on as Kinsale get this one in front of the goal. Ball goes high and to the left and wide. Pat O'Neill goes looking at his watch. Courcey follows, get ready to come on the field to claim their heroes. 2 goals in the lead. Referee calls for the ball. Courcey Rovers have done the double. 1-9 to 6 points. 2 goals, winners. Courcey Rovers, junior hurling champions and junior football champions from 1997.
Your attention for a few moments, please, as we would like to go ahead with the presentation ceremony. On behalf of the Southeast Board, it gives me great pleasure today to congratulate Courceys, the junior football champions of Southeast Cork for 1997. I have no doubt that there are many people here in Courceys today, young and old, who have been waiting many long years for that cheer. But I think it's well worth the wait. I want to congratulate Courceys on a magnificent football victory here today. This was a marathon Southeast final played over 2 hours, and I have to say that at the end they were worthy winners. And what a marvellous year it has been for Courceys. The Courceys colours are attached to every trophy worth winning in Southeast Cork. I know, and all the Courceys people know quite well what disappointment has been like. You've tasted disappointment for many years, you've played in many football finals and lost, but with patience and perseverance and a good youth policy, you've made 1997 possible. I think the likes of which we may never see again, but I would say one thing to you: relish it while you have it. It's a Courceys year. I want to compliment the team on their wonderful performance over 2 hours, and I want to take this opportunity to wish them every success in the county championship. And I have no doubt in my mind that with that passion and that commitment coming in from the Courceys country, that you will lift county titles as well. And you've won one today, isn't that right? I'm saying everything right today, but let's make a habit out of it, and I want to wish you well. But on an occasion like this, we'll spare a thought for the vanquished as well. Kinsale, who have been in the doldrums for many years, made a major breakthrough this year in getting through to the final. And they took Courceys over 2 hours before the final was decided. And I want to thank them for their contribution to the football championship this year. They brought a new dimension to the football championship, with youth, with nice football and with commitment. But their team is young, and I know their day will come, and if they have the patience and commitments as Courceys have, I have no doubt that this trophy, this piece of silver, will find a home nail in the not too distant future. But today belongs to Courceys. I would also like to thank everybody associated with this game today, to pay particular tribute to the Ballinhassig Club, who at short notice made their venue available to us. Their pitch here housed the hurling final. It has also housed the football final. This wasn't done since 1977, when it was Ballinhassig did it again. But today they came to our rescue at about 2 hours' notice, and I want to thank everybody in the Ballinhassig Club, their mentors and their helpers, for making it possible to play this final. Sincere thanks to Ballinhassig. I also want to thank the referee and his officials, and I want, over the 2 hours in this particular final, I also want to express our appreciation to the sponsors of our junior football tournament, Irish Permanent Building Society, in association with Fitzgerald Insurances of Kinsale. I'm very seriously, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted that Paddy Fitzgerald is here with us today. A great Courceys man, a great Kinsale man. I suppose he couldn't win or he couldn't lose today, but Paddy Fitzgerald's support and goodwill for the GA in South East Cork has been tremendous over the years, and he's standing behind this tournament and this competition foursquare. Thank you for your goodwill and for your sponsorship. It now comes to the very important part of the ceremony, where we present the trophy. This is the Sean Keating Memorial Trophy, a memorial trophy to a fine young footballer, like many of the young footballers here today. He was tragically killed in Nigeria in 1966. and I've no doubt that his family and he himself will be delighted to see so many young footballers playing elegant football today as he did in his day. On that note, it gives me great pleasure to present the Keating Memorial Trophy to the captain of the Courceys team for the first time ever.
I want to try that one. I have to say, I suppose this is definitely the proudest day of my life. There's a lot of people who have to be thanked for this. I suppose, first of all, I'd like to thank all the supporters. I don't think we could have gone through the year without you. You really rose to us when we were down, especially against Crosshaven down in Shanbelly. I'd like to thank you all for that. I'd like to say a big thank you to all our sponsors, especially, I suppose, Flor Griffin, Barrow Co-op and Sintra. Without them, I don't think the club could keep going from day to day. I'd like to thank the players for the huge commitment they gave in this year. I don't think I know myself, I've never trained so hard for anything. And I think all the rest of the lads will probably back me up on this, because this year we put in an unbelievable effort. We've been down in wind and rain and sleet and nearly snow, and we didn't mind it. But it's all worth it in the end, lads. Finally, I suppose, and I'd especially like to thank Foreman. Although before that, I'd like to thank anybody who has done anything for Courceys football. It's definitely been a secondary sport in the club, but I suppose we'll have to live with that. But I think this will give a great boost to the young players in the club. I hope anyway that football will be given more time underage after this win, because I think they deserve it, definitely. I'd like to thank Kevin Coyley for the spirit that he instilled in the team all year. It's worked for the hurlers, and he certainly built a lot of it in for us as well. And finally, I'd like to thank our 4 selectors. I said it last Saturday night when we came back to Benallee that 3 of them thought they had their places cemented, and Donny, I also said that Donny probably was looking for a run as well. But no, the 3 of them are the 4 of them are Donny Nine, Sean Hales, Fergus McCarthy, and the man who I think has done most for this over the last 3 years. He didn't want to come back this year, but we all forced him into it, and I hope it's worth it for you now, Neely Collins. Finally, I'd like to finish up by thanking Kinsale for a great sporting game. Definitely, I suppose, at the start of the year, no, in all fairness, lads, I suppose at the start of the year, if somebody asked me who would I like to win the South East if we didn't win it, I would definitely say Kinsale. I have a lot of friends staying at Kinsale today, and I know a lot of them are going to be heartbroken after this, but I know their day will come. 3 cheers for Kinsale. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Come on, lads.
Just before we finish, there is one other important announcement to be made, and that is the Man of the Match Award. And this has been sponsored now since its inception by Paddy Fitzgerald and Fitzgerald Insurances of Kinsale. And I'm very grateful to Paddy for his continual goodwill. This award is a very prestigious one, and one I think which means a lot to the recipient and to the clubs. And I'm delighted that Paddy is with us again this year. I also want to say that on Monday at lunchtime there will be a special lunch for the winning team, and it is there that the man of the match will receive his award. That's at the White House in Kinsale, again with the goodwill of Mr. Michael Frawley, and we're very grateful to Michael Frawley and his wife and his hotel for their generosity in providing this function for us. So on Monday afternoon the recipient will receive his prize. I now hand you over to the sponsor himself, Mr. Paddy Fitzgerald, match for junior football for 1997. Mr. Paddy Fitzgerald, give him a big round of applause, please.
First of all, I would like to join with John and compliment Courceys on their great double victory this year. Coming to the man of the match, the selectors were John Newman, Valley Rovers, Pat Welch at Tracton, and your chairman here, John Toomey. During the match, we considered many players in the first half in the Kinsale team. We considered Lyndon Kiley, Jeremy O'Donovan, but they faded out of it in the second half. Coming to the Courcey team, we had Gary Maloney in hard running, Charlie White, Connie Regan, but eventually for his work over the hour and the mighty effort he put in, John Murphy.
Right. A few more. The man of the match is going to say a few words, ladies and gentlemen.
Order, please. Between hurling and football, we have to put in an awful lot of work. We have to put in an awful lot of work this year, and sometimes other fellas put it in on the day, but today I was lucky and I had Seamus doing all the jumping for me there, and I didn't have to do much jumping. But there's great spirit in our club at the moment, and hopefully it'll keep going.
Good man.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much indeed. Well done to Courcey. Let the celebrations begin. Well done.
Right. With me is Neely Collins, I suppose, selector extraordinaire. The men they all look up to out in Courcey Rovers. Neely, it was a fantastic win for Courcey's.
It was a super win, Eamon. As Dickie said well ago, that was the proudest moment of his life, but it was actually the proudest moment of my life as well. I thought when I was chairman of 84, or sorry, in 93, when we won the hurling the first time for the Southeast, I thought that was the proudest moment of my life, but it wasn't. It is the proudest moment of my life, to be honest. To be stuck in the football. This is my third Southeast final to be involved as a selector, and it's really kind of marvellous to come through after a long, long time.
In the first game in Shannon, I suppose things looked dodgy there in the last minute, but this man here, alongside us, Declan, came up and got the equalising point. That was great.
Well, it was, Eamon, yes. It was a great kick, say, from a long ways out. I was saying it was about 50 yards out. I was telling a lot of fellas during the week it was 50 yards out, but I was looking at the video during the week and actually it was only about 25 yards out, to be truthful. Right. No, but seriously, no, it was a long ways out, and there was fierce pressure on them, but that was the backbone of this team, in fairness. Like, there was no such thing as losing at all, you know. Everybody will give 100%, and when the pressure came down, and Dickie being captain and everything was probably put an extra bit of pressure on him, but he really stood up to his task and put that ball over the bar. Absolutely. And it kept us in it.
Right. Declan, the last day facing up to that kick, I suppose there was a lot of pressure on.
I suppose last minute there's bound to be, but I know John Murphy had been running up to the ball to probably take it, but after the way I played it the same day, I was very disappointed with my performance the last day, but there was no way I was going to miss that kick at last to give us another chance, and I think today we more than made up for it.
Right. As you say, today he more than made up for it. It was a fantastic win, 2 goals clear in the end. It was easy the second half, Declan, was it?
Well, it wasn't never easy against Kinsale because they never gave up in fairness to them, and I suppose at half time 6 points to 1 down at point. He was with us for the last 2 years, and he, in fairness, I suppose he put in a lot of effort and he got no rewards for it. And this year down at the AGM, we had 3 selectors were picked, and they're the other 3, the Stoney 9, Sean Hales and Fergus McCarthy. And I said to myself, we needed another man.
Outstanding actually, I mean, words can't describe it really. I was kind of by Dickie for a point there later on for having me to keep on for the year, like, but you know, but in saying that, it took a lot of effort right through you, you know, you don't become South East champions easily, you know. Remember it after the South East hurling final. And there was a man rang me Monday night, you know, we play a football match down at the field on the Tuesday night. So I thought to myself, what will we do? Will we go? Will we do? And I was thinking the lads were such a good bunch of lads that they would be all down in the field again on the Tuesday night. So came down Tuesday night, and we had something like 21 or 2 players down in the field on the Tuesday night for a football match after winning a South East. Now, other clubs would go on the beer maybe for a whole week or maybe a fortnight after winning a South East. As you know, Courceys haven't won so many of them. It was our second hurling South East. And you know that we could go on the beer for a lot of days after that, you know. But like that's what made it. And
Thanks, Neely, and thanks, Declan.
Thanks very much.